Hello, in this video I'm going to go over how to add glowy parts to your substance textures. So to add glow, it's called emissive. So I made a layer here, a fill layer, and then I added a mask, and then a paint layer, and then I just used this felt tip brush to paint in these little designs. And then I just did a really bright red color and brought down the height so that's like going into the stone a bit and made it really rough. Okay, so for it to be glowy, you need to go over to texture set settings, and you need to have something in the channels called emissive. So I'm going to click the plus and go to emissive, and then I'm going to click on that so that it's on. Emissive is now on, and I'm going to go over and make this a bright reddish kind of color, something like that. So you won't notice it too much in here. It kind of brightened up my colors. But if you go up here, you can see some effects, and this is just a like in the viewport situation. It's not super important to do this. If you what will matter is bring it into Maya, but if you want to see it in Substance Painter, you can by just going to activate post effects, and then under glare we have to go in here and turn that on, and you can kind of see it now. You can bring down the threshold, maybe just play around with these settings. There's also different shapes, so cheap lens, you get something like that, which is kind of neat. So feel free to play around with that, but this won't be like the output basically. And then you can also look at it in your IRA render here, seeing what that looks like. And it looks kind of crazy with the different kinds of lens, but you get something like this and you get an idea. And then I'll go back here. So to get this out, we'll need to just export it out. So go to File, Export Textures. It's the same thing, go to 4K. Make sure that you are using AI Standard, and export this out to your surface, your source images. And then you'll also notice that it has emissive when it comes out here, which is good because then you don't have to actually try to get this out in another way. So I'm just going to go to export, and that exported everything out. Then I'll go to Maya. Okay, and I imported my low poly version that I did in ZBrush, and now I will go to Substance Painter and go through all that stuff. Well, it looks like I'll need to load it up because I don't see it up here in the plugins. Okay, so now I have that. I'm going to go over here, select your multiple maps, and I need to go to my source images, find all your gem textures, select, and make sure emissive is there. Now I hit apply. Then if we go to our shader here, our graph editor, we need to find that new, it might be this one, graph network. And you can kind of tell possibly, yeah, you'll see the name of the texture there. So now I'll select it and right click and assign, and probably a good idea to name this. So this is like gem holder. Oh, I usually put MTL at the end for material, and then I'll render this out so you can see in the viewport, which is cool. I might bring that out for now, so I'll just gem and gem holder. Where's that thing? Oh yeah, I imported it. So I just need to hide this And I'm going to go to my perspective, get a little closer to it. I'm going to hide my glass thing. And then I'm going to render it and see what it looks like. And it looks crazy because I forgot to do a step. So if you watch my previous videos, you probably know what it is. I'm going to stop the render. It is the displacement. So in here, you kind of, when you bring in your material, it's kind of hidden your displacement. So you have to select this top node and click that, and then you'll see down here my displacement texture and my displacement shader. And in here we need to set this to like 0.05 or something like that. And we'll see what that looks like. Here we are. It looks cool.